everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. It's another beautiful morning in the Wastelands, and we're back on the road again, moving towards New Vegas. However, I'm not in any kind of hurry to actually get there, because I would like to make a bit of a detour. As I mentioned before, I think I would like to visit Camp McCarran over here, because that place has been mentioned a few times already, so it seems to be an important place, and I think it might be a good idea to go there while I have Boone in my party, you know, him being ex-NCR, and since at some point I want to replace him with Veronica, I think I will go to Camp McCarran now while he's still with me. Anyway, I've slept through the night and I've done some inventory management, mostly repairing and combining stuff, so I have some space in my inventory again. So yeah, let's just go back on the road and let's move towards the north again. And I'm going to stay on the road until we reach that one junction, and then going to move towards Camp McCarran. Lucky 38, take her for a spin. The best of everything all in one place, the Ultra Luxe. So these are places in New Vegas, like casinos probably. Holster your weapon at Gomorrah. Well, this might be a different kind of establishment. The Tops. Frolic, thrill, relax, enjoy. I think that's actually where I'm supposed to go. I look at my quest. Confront Benny at the Tops Casino. So yeah, it's a casino. Also, I think this is the end of the road. Of this road, anyway. Oh hey, we got another caravan.
There. Need anything?
Sure, let
Sure.
me
Here's what I've
check
got.
out what they have on offer. Weapons. I have a hunting rifle. I could use it to repair mine, but I think mine's actually not that bad. Again, I'm looking for magazines, but I'm not seeing any at the moment. What do you got here? Assault carbon light bolt increases rate of fire. I don't really need any of that. How about some ammo? Let's give me the 10mm maybe. And I do use the grenades a lot whenever I get attacked by these Legion assassins. So maybe I should get a few of them to make sure I always have a good supply. Alright, thanks a lot. Also, I have apparently not equipped my weapon again. Let's use the hunting rifle maybe. That actually has a pretty good damage. Yeah, this highway has not survived the test of time. But then again, with nobody maintaining it, that's not exactly unsurprising. Anyway, when is that junction where I have to go to the left? So it's going to be right over here, apparently. Apparently we have more NCR people over here. Are you just random NPCs? Yep. So this must be the junction. Oh, look at this. This seems like some kind of railway line. Let's have a quick look at the map. Yes, I'm on the right track. I can already see some NCR flags. And I mean, this over here looks like it's an NCR camp. I see tents, I see soldiers. But according to my map, it's actually at the end of the road, to the left. And apparently they're growing some crops here as well. This place is pretty massive. At least I'm guessing that this is also like part of the camp. Alright, there should be a junction over here. Also look at this huge sign, which apparently is still powered by electricity. Welcome to fabulous New Vegas. Well, apparently we kind of reached the outer edges of New Vegas. But I don't want to get into the actual town yet. Ah, here we go. McCarran Field. You've discovered Camp McCarran. There we go.
It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home.
So can I actually enter this place? Door to Camp McCarran. Okay, apparently I can. Okay, well, this must be the place. Let's see. Can we find anyone to talk to? Anyone who is not just a normal NPC, but someone with a name. McCarran Airport, Las Vegas. Oh, I see. This is an airport, or a former airport anyway.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Look at this guy. What are you doing here? Why are you punching this punching bag that looks like a person with breasts? Oh, you totally punched me. Gotta be careful here, little buster.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right?
Not
Well,
really.
you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Are you supposed to be famous or something? Well, I never heard of you. Why does Daughtry owe you caps? How long have you been a bounty hunter? I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself. I don't think so. Haven't really done any of that so far. So, are you supposed to be famous? Because I never heard of you. Then again, there's a lot of stuff I never heard about, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I
Sorry.
made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
Okay, so you used to be a bounty hunter. For how long?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs.
So you've worked a lot of different trades?
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
Okay, well, I see that you were not made for that kind of job, apparently. So what are you doing now?
Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Yeah, that seems like an absolutely solid plan. So why does Daughtry owe you caps?
Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
No, I've never heard of them.
Of course you didn't, because they crossed paths with Lil Buster. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
But now you are stopping anyway, even though you claim to be very good at your job. So why exactly did you quit?
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Okay, well, in that case, maybe it's a good thing that you quit. I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself. Not really, I don't think I've ever had a real bounty hunting mission, unless you count the ghoul mission where I'm supposed to kill the ghouls. So yeah, let's just say goodbye.
Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
I wish you all the best with that. Anyway, that was an interesting discussion.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
We have someone that has
Hello?
a different name here.
Hey there, miss. Ten of Spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your surface.
Are you alright? Well, I guess he has a stutter, huh?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Just
Okay.
a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I'm pretty sure you can sharpshoot just fine.
Damn right.
So, where did you get that name? Ten of Spades.
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be Ace of Spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of Spades. Sounds better, right? I
guess
keep
so.
at it. Eventually I'll make it to Ace. Think I'll skip Queen though.
Why? Queen of Spades sounds amazing. So, how long have you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
Okay, and when did you enlist in the military?
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
Well, if you made it to 10 of Spades in just a year, that's not bad, I suppose. So, what do you do around here, other than sniping? I mean, he's first recon sharpshooter, right?
Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends to come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way.
Okay, I understand. Anyway, nice talking to you.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Alright, well, that was interesting. Do we have more people here? Yes, we do. Corporal Betsy.
Hey, girl. You need something from me?
I don't know. Let's see. Have you seen any serious combat here? You're a sniper. Yeah, sure, let's ask all of it.
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
Nasty how?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
So, why, you get pangs of conscience about the fiends in particular? I've killed so many people I don't even think about it. That's kind of true. First I've heard about conscience in a while. I mean, these two basically mean the same, right?
Yeah, doesn't sound like me at all, right? But it happens. Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think.
Okay.
Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
I don't know, it's not a terrible thing to have a conscience. So you're a sniper, I take.
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
Mostly the big gun.
Yup, a lot of people make that connection. Big gun. Sniper. Some people don't even need to ask.
Okay, I guess it was kind of a stupid question. Anyway, I'll leave you be.
Yeah, try not to get killed.
That's always the plan, Corporal Betsy. Okay, so we have some people around here that are named and that have dialogue. There's 10 of spades again. Let's see if we can find even more people to talk to. This is just a normal NCR trooper.
Hello.
Oh, hang on a second. There's someone. Corporal Sterling.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, 1st Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
No, I'm here for the first time. We've never met.
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Interesting rifle you have there. Lever action right. Have you always been with the 1st Recon? How long have you been stationed here? Again, let's just try to ask all of it.
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
That's true. Also, it has some nice ornaments over here. So, have you always been with the 1st Recon?
Used to be a ranger. One of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Literal? They are literally getting chewed up. Okay, so why did you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
So you too got an arrow to the knee, figuratively speaking. So how did you manage to escape Malpais?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
Well, that's actually rather impressive. So, how long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Okay, I understand. So yeah, let's move on.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
Thank you. So yeah, there are quite a few people around here I can talk to. So I should maybe check all the tents and all the different places and make sure that I speak to all of them. I mean, a lot of them are actually empty. But I want to be thorough. So we got some guy sitting over here, but
quietly.
That's just
The Legion can count on that.
a normal trooper again. And of course, most of the stuff that's lying around here is forbidden to take. So I probably won't bother looking too closely at all the loot. Oh, Corporal Sterling and Sergeant Bitterroot. Let's talk
I'm
to
Bitterroot, 1st Recon. You got a
Bitterroot.
reason to talk to me?
Well, let's see, maybe I do. You have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I have no idea because I've never heard about you in my life and I've met you for the first time. So yeah, I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather
It's a
not.
Khan name. You know, the great Khans. That's what my parents were.
Okay.
I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
Okay, so what happened to your parents, if it's not too personal?
They're dead.
Of course.
Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me.
Okay. Tell me about what happened to them at Bitter Springs. I've heard enough, let's talk about something else. I don't know, would you tell me about this? I mean, again, seems kind of personal.
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The Khans asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
And you, didn't agree with your parents. You don't really mean that, do you? Well, he sounds pretty serious about it. So how did you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the Khans. Maybe he felt bad, too, about how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
Well, that is an interesting story. So your name comes from Bitter Springs, I suppose?
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the Khans at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the Khans. It's all I ever want.
Well, these seem to be some pretty interesting rituals. So, yeah, do you really mean that, what you said about your parents?
Don't I? Beg pardon, man, but you never met my parents.
That's true.
My dad, he got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other Khans said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Okay, well, I guess I can kinda understand your resentment then. Well, anyway, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Not too friendly, are you? Well, but again, I've met unfriendlier people in the Wastelands before. So how long have you been with the 1st Recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Okay. Your father is your commanding officer, is that allowed? Well, it's not his Khan father, because he's obviously dead, right?
Yeah, look, he's not my real father.
So much
He
I
just
figured.
looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Alright. Where can I find some work around here? Yeah, that's a good question.
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my... father. Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
Okay, so I have to look for this guy, and he might have some jobs for me. Alright, well, thank you for your time.
Alright, goodbye.
And yeah, we talked to Corporal Sterling already. Now let's keep on looking around. There's still a bunch of tents. And I would like to find that...
Didn't think you'd be back. What's this about?
I thought you were maybe someone else.
All right. Goodbye.
I'm trying to find that Dartry person because he seems to have some actual... Oh, this is a new guy, Lieutenant Gorobets.
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Well, I haven't found him yet, so let's ask him a few questions. Tell me about 1st Recon.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
Okay, so what's wrong with Betsy, other than having a conscience?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her.
Oh.
Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at 1st Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
I can talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want. I guess I can try, although I'm not sure why she would listen to a stranger over her comrades, but sure, why not? Let's give it a try.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
Okay, so tell me about Sterling as well.
Corporal Sterling was an NCR
that's
ranger
actually a
until he was
quest.
captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon.
Okay, yeah, that's kinda what he told us as well. I think I already asked this. Maybe there's more sub-questions?
We're the finest
Yeah, there is. Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Okay, well, that's all the questions for the time being, but I thought there were more on the other
Carry on.
dialogue screen. Can I talk to you again?
What can I do for you?
No, that's all the questions that I can ask. Okay, never mind.
Carry on.
But, that actually gave me a quest. Let's mark it. Speak with Corporal Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma. Okay. Let's find her again and maybe my speech skill will help me here. This is not her. This is not her either. This is 10 of spades. Where did she go to? Oh. Here she is.
Hey, girl. You need something from me?
I think you should get medical help for your trauma. Not that it is any of my business, but I still think you should do that.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm 1st Recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
Well, I have not enough medicine, and I have not enough speech to actually do anything about this. That's a pity. But I might be able to come back later and finish this once I have more speech or medicine. And again, I just got a quest update, so
Yeah. Try not to get killed.
let's check that out as well. Speak with Corporal Sterling, speak with Ten of Spades, talk to the other members of 1st Recon about getting help for Betsy. Okay, so maybe there's another way I can do this. So let's talk to all the other guys again. They keep moving around. They're never
Legion
where
can count on that.
I left them the last time. Okay, no, I'm not supposed to talk to Bitterroots. Oh, well, it says the other members, so I guess he would count as well.
Didn't think you'd be back. What's this about?
Can we talk about Betsy? No, we can't.
All right. Goodbye.
So,
Hello.
gotta find the right persons again. And again, they just keep changing location. So it's kinda hard to find them. This is Betsy. Okay, 10 of spades.
You remember me, right? Ten of spades, first recon.
I totally remember you, yes. Let's talk about Corporal Betsy. I'm trying to convince Corporal Betsy to go see a doctor. Do you have any ideas, maybe?
Oh, but because of what that fuck Cook did? Well, it's not the same thing, but Doc Kusanagi helped me with my stuttering. The doc has a clinic north of here. Can't miss it. You should talk to Bitterroot, too. He's been to see the doc, too.
She helped? Are you sure about that? Well, you still kind of stutter, that's true.
Oh, yeah. My stuttering was way worse before.
Okay. So I guess I will give this a try. And sure, let's pick this dialogue option too.
The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That's shit.
Well, yeah, he is worried about her, I believe. So, would you tell me what happened?
It was my fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. That big guy sneaked up on us.
Oh, I see.
I let Betsy down.
If you were unconscious, how could you have done anything? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not your fault.
Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, all right?
Interestingly enough, he barely stuttered while saying this. So why do you think you let Betsy down?
She's my goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other, watch each other's backs. Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit.
Well, does she blame you?
Yeah, the LT shouldn't have brought that shit up. Not with civvies, anyway. Ain't right.
Well, like I said, I think he's just worried about her.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Okay, so his recommendation is to send her to the
Patrolling the
doctor.
Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear... Didn't think you'd be back. What's this about?
So, I would like to ask you about the doctor.
Ten of Spades really ought to keep his mouth shut, but he's right. There are a lot of things in my past I just couldn't leave behind. It helped. A little. Well, more than a little. Betsy ought to pay a visit to Usanagi, since it can't hurt none.
Well, that is apparently all I can do here, but it did update my quest.
All right. Goodbye.
But I still need to talk to someone, right? Yes, speak with Corporal Sterling. So again, I have to find him in one of these tents. I think the last time I saw him, he was in this tent over here. Was he not? No, I think he was not. They all look the same to me. Oh, I think this over here is Starling. The gray-haired one, right? Yep, it is.
Howdy. What brings you back?
I would like to talk about Corporal Betsy.
It's a pride thing with her, and totally unnecessary. I mean, look at me. I was Ranger Sterling until the Legion got through with me. I was bitter, but if I kept my mouth shut, the NCR would have discharged me and sent me home. Instead, I asked if there was still a place for me. Had to prove I could still handle a gun alongside all the recruits. Look at me now. First recon and still going strong. You tell Betsy that.
Okay, well, I will do, but I'm pretty sure she has heard that story from you before, right?
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
And I suppose it didn't really help her. Anyway, my quest updated again. Tell Corporal Betsy that the rest of First Recon agrees she needs help. Okay, I'm not sure if that is really changing the situation all that much, but let's try to find her again. Oh, there she is.
Hey, girl. You need something from me?
Oh, she found something to eat. Yeah, I still can't use the medicine or speech option. So I guess I'm going to use this option. I'm not sure if any of that is more beneficial than the others, or if, you know, these two options would just shortcut the quest and essentially have the same outcome. But yeah, the rest of First Recon all agree that you should go see Dr. Usanagi.
This was none of their business. Or yours. You got no right to talk to people behind my back about this.
I kind of agree, but, you know, your friend just brought it up pretty much without me really probing too much into it. Ten of Spades says his stuttering got better because of Usanagi. Bitterroot admitted that Usanagi was able to help him with his problems. Sterling said that if he'd let his pride get in the way, he wouldn't be in First Recon. I mean, these are all good choices, but I mean, the doctor managed to help Ten of Spades, so maybe she might be able to help you.
He got better? If he says so. Anyway, Ten of Spades is a good kid. Maybe I ought to listen to him for once. I'm guessing the other two had similar things to say. All right, consider me convinced.
All right.
I'll go see Usanagi. You can tell the lieutenant that I caved, and thanks.
Well, I didn't expect it to be that easy, to be honest. Tell Lieutenant Gorobets that Corporal Betsy will start receiving treatment. Okay.
Yeah, try not to get killed.
Which means now I have to find Corporal Gorobets again. Let's see where he is wandering around now. I don't think they are ever in this particular tent. Okay, here he is.
What can I do for you?
So, I convinced Corporal Betsy to get help from Dr. Usanagi.
Yes, the others in the squad said you'd come to them about her. It's a start, but let's hope she sticks with her treatment as long as it's necessary. I'm afraid she'll ditch Usanagi early if she feels it's taking too long. She won't want to look bad in the eyes of the rest of First Recon. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Okay, well, I guess I can do that on my way to New Vegas. Deliver Gorobet's message to Dr. Usanagi.
Carry on.
So I can't actually finish the quest just
won't
yet
go quiet.
because
Legion
I
can-
first have to deliver the message. Alright, well,
Count on that.
I'm pretty sure I would go and see that doctor at some point anyway. Anyway, this was an interesting little quest. A little bit nosy. Just interfering into their, you know, very personal business here. But interesting nevertheless. So yeah, let's have a look around here. This place is pretty extensive. So I guess I will make sure I've checked all the different places. Also, I'm not sure if these are actual doors. Oh, they are. So, I will have to go inside this building as well. But first, let's make sure we have more or less explored the outside area. And maybe we can find more people to talk to. Although it seems that most of the people with actual names are all in that one tent or in the vicinity. Well, look at this. Apparently this is like where they all come to eat.
I wish I had a First Recon guy looking after me.
Aren't you all like First Recon? Well, I guess not. She doesn't have the Barrett, so... guess only the one with the Barrett are First Recon. Except me, of course. I'm just an imposter. I'm not actually a First Recon. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any NPCs in this vicinity, and they all seem to be just unnamed NPCs. So I guess I'm just going to check out the building and, you know, see what's going on inside of the airport. He's still punching the straw puppet.
Hello.
Alright, can I open these doors as well? Yes, I can. Oh boy, this is a huge place. This will take some time to explore. Sure. Let's start looking around a bit. Got a bunch of doors over here as well. Guess I will eventually check them out too.
Something I can do for you?
Colonel James Shue. Oh, we heard about him too. I think Boone told me about him. Boone is surprisingly quiet. I thought that maybe he has a few comments on, what's going on here.
I'm glad we could finally meet. My sources tell me you've done some good work for us.
Oh.
What brings you to Camp McCarran?
Apparently my reputation precedes me. I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with? I'm up for hire if you need some extra manpower around the base. That's a lot of questions here, so maybe let's start with some general questions. How are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
So, where does this leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the Strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
Well, sounds like a difficult situation. So, what's Camp McCarran's role in the NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Well, maybe I should check this out for you. You seem calm, given that things are as bad as they are. Indeed.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Okay, well, I guess I can understand that. So, what other challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador.
Mr. House?
And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
Okay, well, that's more or less what I've heard before. And yeah, I can offer him my help. Sure, if you have any jobs for me, then I guess you could hire me for that.
There are a lot of things I can't spare troops for right now. If you can help us, we can definitely pay you for your work. You don't cook by any chance, do you?
Maybe?
Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Any other problems? The fiends? I bet I could make the Legion prisoner talk. Well, maybe. But yeah, do you have any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Okay. I could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence. I bet I could make the Legion prisoner talk. Who are the fiends? I could probably do both. But tell me about the fiends first.
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
Okay, that at least gave me another map marker. Yeah, how about I go to Vault 3 and find your ranger?
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner.
Motor Runner.
You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Okay, well, I will look into it. But I might be able to help you with your other problems as well.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent. But I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now.
Okay.
So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
And what about the leak you're investigating?
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak.
That's
I'd
impeccable
like
logic.
to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Okay, well, that's quite a few tasks that he gave me.
Bye.
So let's see if this gave me some actual quest. There was at least one. I put a spell on you, talk to Captain Curtis. Interestingly enough, the other quests are not... Oh, they are basically just in this section. So I can have a look at that. But at least it did give me one real quest. So yeah, it seems that there's a lot of stuff to do here. But not in this episode. I will make a cut here and I will continue to look around here and maybe I can actually start or finish one of these quests that I got here. But for now, let's call it a day. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.